welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Mike, and I'm here today to talk to you about something very important that is also very hard to explain, but is very important, so you should learn about it, not just from me, but on your own. We're talking about money management. And I don't just mean, hey, where's my money? I've lost my wallet. Oh no, I can't manage my money. Well, of course, losing your money out of your pockets is terrible money management, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what to do with the money that you have in the bank to make sure it's safe and maybe even to make sure that it grows and helps you do things now and more importantly in the future. The full title tells you the real story, Money Management, What They Don't Teach You in School. Now, this, of course, is probably talking about high school. If you study money management in university, well, then you could be an expert in money management. Good for you. This is probably your job. But for many people, they don't want to be experts in money, but they also don't want to be poor. They want to have money in the future to live with, to buy things with, and maybe even to spend on big things like cars and houses and stuff like that. Now in school, you will probably learn something about money management. Don't spend more than you make. Put your money in the bank and don't spend it on magic beans or things like that. But there's a lot that they don't teach you in school, especially in high school. They don't have time with all of the other things you have to learn. So let's look at some good basic lessons in money management, what they don't teach you in school. This will at least help you on your way to becoming more well-educated in how to take care of your money so that it takes care of you. Let's check it out.
Knowing how to manage your own money is an important life skill, yet most schools don't offer financial education as a required course. That means it's up to you to learn about personal finance, so let's get started. Your first step is to gain a clear picture of your spending habits. Write down each and every purchase you make, as well as how much you spend for 1 month. This activity will give you an idea of where your money is going each month. Next, decide if you can make some minor changes to your spending habits. For example, do you really need to buy a snack from the convenience store every day? Though it may not seem like much, this daily habit can quickly add up.
All right, so money management, what they don't teach you in school. But we will teach you now. Well, a little bit. But before we get to that, let's talk about this rather large word, management. Now, you might see the word manage there at the beginning of it, and that is to keep things organized. If you are a manager at a company, you're a boss, and you make sure the workers are all doing their different jobs well, and everyone is working as a team. So management is just the science and the skill of managing things, keeping things under control, keeping things working well, solving problems when they come up, planning for the future, all of that kind of stuff. And we can talk about money management. Of course, we could talk about business management, running a business or a company. Here's another one. Time management, keeping your time under control, not wasting time on things that aren't important or running out of time before the work is finished. So you're keeping things under control, keeping things organized, and avoiding problems when you can. Here's an example. She has a degree in business management. So maybe she's really good at money, but she's definitely good at keeping businesses running smoothly. Let's get to the article. Knowing how to manage your own money is an important life skill. Yes, absolutely it is. Unless you're super rich and will never have to worry about money ever again, you do need to know how to manage your money. It's an important life skill. Yet, or however, or but, most schools don't offer financial education as a required course, and they probably should. Now, when we say schools here, we mean high schools, because almost everyone will finish high school. You could study money and stuff in college, but they should at least teach this in high school. It should be a required course like English or Chinese or math or basic things like that. That means, back to the article, since you don't learn this in high school, that means it's up to you to learn about personal finance. So let's get started. If you're not going to learn it in high school, but you really need to know it, well, you're going to have to teach yourself or give yourself an education. Education is learning things. When you go to school, you are educating yourself. A teacher could be an educator, a person who teaches you stuff. And when you learn stuff, all of the things that you get into your brain, the information you take in and learn and know and can use in school, that is your education. For example, the school provides a quality education for its students. In other words, they learn good stuff at this school. They learn important stuff, useful stuff. Back to the article. It says your first step is to gain a clear picture of your spending habits. Write down each and every purchase you make, as well as how much you spend for 1 month. You can use apps for this. You can use a little diary. Every time you go to the store, write down what you buy, how much you spend. This activity will give you an idea of where your money is going each month, right? Because your money's going out of your pocket and you might not notice where it's going or how much of it is going to certain things. Next, it says, once you have this month of information, next, decide if you can make some minor changes to your spending habits. Do I really need to spend $10,000 a month on going to the movies? I could watch the movies at home. Or if I spend that money on Netflix instead of at the movie theater, it might save me money in the end. Yes, these are the things that you can kind of learn and discover. Minor, when we talk about a minor thing, this adjective means small or not so important. The opposite would be major. If you cut your hand, that is a minor injury, a minor problem. You don't need to go to the hospital. If you cut off your hand, that is a major problem, and you definitely need to go to the hospital. So minor is a small thing. Spending your money or wasting your money on minor things might not be so bad, but you don't want to waste your money on major things. That would be a bad thing to happen. For example, the issue was a minor concern, and we quickly found a solution. In other words, it was a small problem, a minor concern. All right, back to the article. Here's an example. For example, do you really need to buy a snack from the convenience store every day? Though it may not seem like much, spending 100 NT every day on snacks, this daily habit can quickly add up. 100 NT divided by 20 or 30 days, now we're talking thousands of dollars. Times that by a year, we're talking many thousands of dollars. So keep track and notice places you're spending your money where maybe you don't really need to. Let's take a quick break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课程主题是 Money Management， 金钱管理。那么 Management 这个名词就表示管理、经营，那它的动词 manage 就有管理、掌管的意思。Mike 老师在解释单字时，他用到 organized 这个形容词，就是 organize 后面再加上 d， 它可以形容是井然有序的、有组织的、有条理的。课文一开始写到说，知道如何管理自己的钱是一项非常重要的生活技能。然而，大多数的学校都没有提供财务教育来作为必修课程，这就意味着我们得自己学习个人理财。那现在就准备来开始学习一些基础吧。首先，第一步呢是要清楚了解自己的消费习惯，把1个月里面所有支出都写下来。那接着就看看说能不能帮自己的消费习惯做一些小小的改变。毕竟某些不必要的花费，这每天花一点，积少成多也是很可怕的诶。好，单字 education 它表示教育或是培养，它的相关词性 educator。 educator 它就表示教师或者是教育工作者。那么 minor 是形容较小的、轻微的或是次要的。好，这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 WH 疑问词加上不定词 to V 用来当做名词片语的用法。WH 疑问词像是 what、where、who、which、how 等等，之后可以接不定词 to V 来形成名词片语，这时候就会跟 WH 疑问词加主词加助动词加动词意思相同。那它们可以当主词、受词或补语用，像 I don't know what to say 相当于 I don't know what I should say 我不知道该说什么。其中的 what to say 就是名词片语， what I should say 是名词子句。那它们在句中都是用来当 know 的受词。第二重点是 It's up to somebody to 加原形动词，这是指有赖某人做某事，由某人来做某事。Be up to somebody 在这边就是表达由某人来决定或负责。那么 it 是虚主词，用来代替后面的 to V。例如 It's up to you to make the final decision 由你负责做最后的决定。介话课文中。
Another key skill is budgeting. After you've calculated your monthly expenses, set a financial goal for yourself. This could be anything from buying that video game you wanted to saving up for college. From there, figure out how much you can save each month to reach that goal. Money management takes simple common sense and discipline. By developing these qualities, you'll be on your way to financial success.
All right, so you've done your homework, you've kept track of your spending for a month, you've noticed where you're wasting money, where you might not want to, and now what do? Well, now that you've checked your health, you have to go to the doctor and find out how to get better health. Well, with money management, this plan for better money health or money management in the future is called a budget or budgeting. As it says, another key skill is budgeting. All right, what is that? Well, after you've calculated your monthly expenses, that's what you did before, set a financial goal for yourself. It's kind of like if you want to lose weight, find out how much weight you want to lose, and then decide how am I going to do that? By running, by swimming, by playing basketball 3 times a week. Your budget is kind of like your exercise plan. It's a spending plan. That's what a budget is. You kind of say, I want to do this, I need this much money, how am I going to get it step by step? All right, so if you're saving for something that's really expensive and you know that I have to get this money in a year, if I save this much every month, I will reach that goal. That is a budget and to budget, to set out a sort of careful spending plan so that you're making more than you're actually giving out or spending. For example, they need to budget their expenses carefully to save money. Yes, so your budget or budgeting will get you a healthier, better plan in how you spend your money. And you can do this monthly, a monthly plan. Something that is monthly happens every month. That's about it. You might get paid monthly. You might get bills monthly. You might go and see your grandma every month. Monthly, that's all it means. In the same way we say daily for every year, or every day, or annually, or yearly for every year. Monthly is for every month. For example, the book club holds monthly meetings. Once every month, 12 times a year. This could be anything from buying that video game you wanted. I finally have a PlayStation 5. To saving up for college, which is a lot more than a PlayStation 5, believe it or not. Yes, these are things that you won't just sort of find the money for. You have to save it over a long period of time, and budgeting will get you there eventually. From there, figure out how much you can save each month to reach that goal. Obviously, buying a car or a house or paying for school will take a lot more saving and a lot more time and planning than getting a PlayStation or a new bicycle or whatever. But all of these things are goals you can reach if you plan well and early enough. Money management takes simple common sense and discipline, right? You need the plan, that's the simple common sense, and you need to stick to the plan. That's the discipline. In the same way that if you want to get good at playing the piano, you need a plan and then you need to practice. In the same way, if you want to lose that weight or build those muscles, you need the plan and then you got to go to the gym and do the work. By developing these qualities, you'll be on your way to financial success, and you'll certainly be in a much better financial situation than you would be if you didn't do this planning and this work. So there you go. What do you think, guys? We have a question for you. What do you think? What are some financial goals you would like to achieve, and what steps can you take to work towards them? A great question. It could be something small, like I want to save up to buy a really cool thing, or it could be something big. What are some of the things you're going to do to reach that goal? Whatever that goal is, I wish you all the best luck. Stick with it, save that money, and you will reach your goal. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.
好，另一个重要的技巧就是要制定预算。在你评估过你每个月的开支之后呢，就要为自己设定一个财务目标，可能像是存钱买电玩游戏、存钱上大学等等。接着就要弄清楚你每个月可以存多少钱来实现这个目标。好 ，budget 在这边当动词就表示制定预算、计划开支的意思。那么 monthly 它是形容词，形容每月的，每月一次的。那我们也可以用 daily 来形容每天的。yearly 来形容每年一次的、年度的。那其实这三个单字也都可以当副词用。除此之外，我们还可以用 annually。annually annually 这个副词表示每年底、一年一次的。好，那么课文最后写到啦，金钱管理只需要简单的常识和纪律，借由培养这些特质，你将能够朝着财务成功迈进哦。好，那么 discipline 就可以用来表达自制力或是纪律的意思。这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看这个重点是 on one's way to 加上名词或动名词，字面意思是在去什么的路上，那么引申用来表达往什么目标迈进。这边注意 to 是介系词，所以后面是接名词或动名词哦。例如 Stephanie is on her way to becoming a fashion designer. Stephanie 正朝着成为时装设计师的目标迈进。好，那以上的这些讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Knowing how to manage your own money is an important life skill, yet most schools don't offer financial education as a required course. That means it's up to you to learn about personal finance, so let's get started. Your first step is to gain a clear picture of your spending habits. Write down each and every purchase you make, as well as how much you spend for 1 month. This activity will give you an idea of where your money is going each month. Next, decide if you can make some minor changes to your spending habits. For example, do you really need to buy a snack from the convenience store every day? Though it may not seem like much, this daily habit can quickly add up. Another key skill is budgeting. After you've calculated your monthly expenses, set a financial goal for yourself. This could be anything from buying that video game you wanted to saving up for college. From there, figure out how much you can save each month to reach that goal. Money management takes simple common sense and discipline. By developing these qualities, you'll be on your way to financial success.
Where is she? She's late.
Hey.
Winnie, you're late.
No, I'm not. We said to meet at 10:50.
No, we said 10:15.
Well, it's not my fault. You didn't pronounce it clearly.
Well, I guess that's why when we pronounce words, we have to pronounce it properly.
Today on KiWi on the Street, we're gonna work on some English pronunciation.
Let's go! 我们今天呢要考验一下同学你的英文发音 ，OK? So 我有一些句子 and you just have to read them out loud, OK?
She sleeps on her bed.
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 She sleeps on her bed. Very good. 下一个
My cap is red.
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 My cap is red. Very good. OK, 下一个
There is a jet in the sky.
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 Very good. 那我们今天发音学到了什么呢？
Here are today's pronunciations. Number 1, she sleeps on her bed. Here, when we focus on the word sleeps, you'll see a double E, which means it's not an eh sound, it's an E sound. So when you're saying double E, you should have a little bit of a smile, E. So just like the word keep, she keeps to herself. She sleeps on her bed. Next, my cap is red. Here, when we focus on the word cap, you'll see an AP, which means there's a ah sound followed by a p, a popping. So just like I'm running the tap water. My cap is red. Moving on. There is a jet in the sky. Here, the word jet has an eh sound, okay? Just like bed, red, jet. The E is very different from a double E. It's not E, it's a eh. So your jaw's relaxed, your tongue is almost sticking out, and you have a eh sound. There is a jet in the sky. That's it for today. KiWi later.